Yes. It's quite a while that I have showed up with our EduTrack tutorial series, and we have quite a lot of things in the corner for us. So that's why we are unable to show up. So today, I want to create this video, especially because exam period is fast approaching, and we don't want you to be stranded. We actually want you to use EduTrack for every of your school processes, and that's why we are taking the pain also to create this tutorial in order to show you some of the things you should do before exam starts. And so, for example, you should have set up your academic assessment type. I will show you that how to do that. Then you have your timetable, your exam timetable, and then I will also show you how to populate results and create your result sheet. I hope to make this video as short as possible, all things being equal. So let's just go right into the video. So let me first and foremost go over here to be sure that our assessment type is okay. So you come to academic setup and you go to school setup. So let's look at it. Okay, not here. Okay, academic. No, it should be under academic setup. Okay. Okay, yeah, under grading setup. Thank you. So under this grading setup, you come over to assessment type. So you just click on assessment type. So of course, you must make sure that depending on your school, for example, for this school, the CA, they do CA1, CA2, CA3. So they are picking three CAs, maybe 2 good assignments of each student and 1 homework to make it 3. Then the midterm test is 10. Then a project, maybe the one they give them during the midterm break, is 5. Then this school is running theory and objective together. So the students will do their theory exam for their objective exam using EduTrack, and they will also do the theory. So that's 34. So if you add this together, it will give you 100. So you must make sure that every of this gives you 100. So from there we can move forward to now. The next thing you want to do, of course, is to set your examination timetable. So you come over to examinations and you want to come over to assessment timetable. So then you want to click on generate timetable. So I want to type third term examination. So it is third term, so it is final exam. So we are starting on the 1st of July. We are ending on the, let's say, on the 9th of July. So then I want to do it for all classes: GSS1, GSS2, GSS3, SS1, SS2, and SS3. Let me just do it for all classes. So let's just assume, because this is not scheduled. So exam duration is 60 minutes. Before time, that's the time in between. Let's say the time in between is 30 minutes. Okay. Maximum session per day, let's say 3 exams per day. So let's click on generate and see. So let's see what to give to us. No active venue. So I think we need to add venue. So let's go over to the venues and all. So let's just add venue 1 GSS1 class. The capacity is 20 students. It's a classroom. Facility, all those ones are. So you just save it. GSS2 is also 20. So GSS3. So let me just save it as well. 20 students. SS1, 20 students as well. SSS2 or SS2. Just take your time to do that for your own too. So don't look at me funny. SS3, then 20 as well. So if you are running CBT center, or if you have a computer lab, you can just, or you want to use the computer lab all through. Maybe you are doing objective, so all through you want it to be computer lab. So you may not use the classroom, but you are using the classroom essentially when you are running a theory type of question. Computer lab 1, it can take 20 students. So it's a CBT center. It has computers, projector, and all that. Let's add CBT. Or if you have a computer hall, so it depends on you anyway. So CBT, okay, computer hall. So you have 10. So yeah, let me tell you this. So I'm just using this as a demo anyways. So we have done our venue. So you are the one that will map out every venue you want to use for your exams. So you do that. You come to your assessment type again, assessment timetable again. Click on generate assessment timetable. Then you want to type third term 2025-2026 promotional examination. Then midterm is actually final. Then third term starts on the 1st and we are ending on the 9th. So I select all. It is 30 minutes per exam. Of course, you can also break it down depending on what you want to do. You can break it down, maybe GSS exam separate, SS exam separate. So it all depends on, because at times the time duration may not be the same for GSS and SS. So it's advisable that you just break it down in that way. So you click on generate timetable. So as you can see, timetable has been generated based on these classes you can see. So it has broken it down like that, 3 sessions per day. So science. Oh, sorry. The my subject is not showing properly. So let me look at the subjects, academic setup. The subject. So it is not all the subjects that was populated there. So let me go to the assessment type again. So let me view it first. English, science. Oh, I think the reason why this is because the very smart application. The only exams we have here, they are just, let me look at the exam hub. They are just English. Yeah, I think it's English and science. So thereabout. Let me check. Let me also check here in the question bank to see. I see maths, I see computer, I see Greek. So let me now look at why this is not working. Maybe again, we have not assigned all these teachers to this subject to teachers. Let's check. So those are the things you do, subject teacher. As you can see, only so that's why it's not working. So you may need to just make sure that all your teachers are added to subjects so that this will not be failing. So just assign them. Let's just assign them haphazardly. If there's an English like that, let's just assign them the way we can. Grace easy. So I was just thinking about it too. Why is this not? Sorry, let me just play around this. So you see, so because of the purpose of this video, I want to just so of course I want to believe you already have this in your school, so it will be easier for you to create. So this is a demo. So let me do more. Civic education. Chemistry. So let me just leave it here. So let me go back to the examination and repopulate this. Let me delete this. So let me start all over again. Third term 2025-2026 promotional examination. So it is final exams, third term first, tonight, then I select all, then I give it 60 minutes, then I generate. So it has generated 11 sessions for me. So at least this is better than the other one. So this is the timetable. So I can come over to this side and save it. I click on save. So once it is saved, you can just click on back. Then you come here to view it. So for July 1st, chemistry and civic education, because it just have to do everything like that. So like that. So let's now print it as PDF. So you can download as PDF. So this is how it will look like. So your school can just print it out, or just click on print here automatically. So it will be printed out. But I advise that you print it out that way. You make it this way. And you click on Control P so that it will be printed. You can even make it landscape. I think I should be able to make it landscape. So I'm looking at seeing if I can make it landscape. But since it's not forcing it to landscape, this is also fine. So you just print and you paste it in your school. So the student know when they are doing their exam. So that's that examination. So the next thing I want to show you, so the student now have the examination timetable. So now your teacher should now go over to this start. Of course, before exam, every of your teachers should have input their test, their CAs and their midterm test, so that it won't become an issue after the exam. So as a teacher, you tell them to log into their portal. They will see grading. They will see grading here. Then they will go to grade book. So this is where the magic now happens. So you want to come over to this GSS 3. Let's see GSS 1 now. I want to now record for maths. Then third term. Then I can load. So this is where they now manually input, or they can fetch from the grade book. So let's say for the CA1, remember this in the assessment type. So as you can see, so let's say this student gets 4, he got 3 here, he got 5 here. So in the project, he gets 6. No, it has to be 4. You can see, very smart. So in the midterm, he gets, let's say the student did midterm, which the midterm is on EduTrack. So you just click on fetch, and if you can see, because it is not on EduTrack, that's why you are seeing no gradable item found. But if it were to be on EduTrack, you will see it. It will populate all the exam that have been taken by the student to populate. You just pick their exam and click on import grades. So, but because it's not there, I will just do it manually. And let's say it gets 8 here. So same thing goes for exam. So if you are doing the exam on EduTrack, just fetch it here, and automatically it will be uploaded here automatically. So for theory, of course, that one is manual. You can also add it. You can also make it. You can also set questions that are purely theory as well, especially questions that have to do with typing. So if you have the luxury of time for your student to type, it's always fine and good. So another thing you can do is that you can also, if you don't want to be doing this one, I prefer this one by one thing anyways, because it's going to work on your phone. But if you feel that you love the spreadsheet route, you can come over to import the results. So click on import results. Then you want to download the templates. So you download the template. Let me click on download templates. So it will save there. So you open it up. And you now populate it. So if you love the Excel feel, so it's fine. So you can just populate their CA, their this, just populate their results. After you are done populating, save it. Then you come back and just click on choose file. Do you get that? And re-upload it. And re-upload the populated file again. Do you get that? And click on upload and process. It will populate this automatically. So I'm not going to do that here. So I'll just make sure that one thing about EduTrack is that you must fill up these whole results, every of these results. So if any student is no longer in your school before the term ends, make sure that you remove the student so that it will not affect the cumulative calculation of the entire student, the result of the entire student in your class. In EduTrack, we also have positioning. It may affect the position, it may affect their cumulative score. So please remove students that are not there again before you start all this. So once you have populated everything, just click on save all grades. As you can see, 7 grades saved, 63 records removed. So because all the records are supposed to be 63, but because we only graded 7, the rest it didn't put any grade for the rest. That's why you are seeing this here. So after you are done with this, you now click on submit for HOD approval. Click on submit for HOD. The reason why we are doing is that we don't want situation whereby parents will start shouting at the school management that the teacher did not record the writing. So the HOD, once you submit for HOD approval, you want to submit this result for approval, no further change can be made unless they are rejected by it. So it's only the HOD that can reject it if he sees any error. So the reason why we put this HOD approval is that the HOD can vet the result again and see, for example, a student is getting like, let's say 7 in midterm test, and in the EduTrack is getting maybe 20/30, and the theory question the student is getting 5/40. You know that there's a problem somewhere. So the HOD can now call the teacher in question to ask what that is before the HOD approves the question. So you just click on OK. So immediately you will see that let's try and see if the stuff will be available. What we do here is maths. I think it's maths we did. So as you can see, pending HOD approval. So I can't do anything except the HOD rejects. Except the HOD rejects. So the HOD for each department, remember some of our videos that we showed you how to create HOD account and all that. So the HOD will have to log in to their account based on their department, and you will see approve. I think it should be under academics, approve result. You see it under approve results. As you can see, GSS1. But I'm able to see because I'm a principal admin, so I can see. So you can see what I submitted here. So the HOD will just come to approve results under academics. You see approve result. Then you can now view the broadsheet. So this is how the HOD will see it. So as you can see, this student got 82. 82 is score over 100. So you can view it. Then if it's fine by the HOD, then the HOD can do what? Can approve the result. So the HOD will just click approve results. So let me just reject it. So let me just write something. Check the records for student 6. So I just click on reject. So that's how to do that. Now, once that is done, the teacher has populated the results. So the class teacher can then come over to after gradebook. Now you have the remarks and domain. So you click on remarks, you pick the class and the period, then you load it. As you can see, so you type the name of the class teacher comment. You can use our template. So therefore just copy and paste here. Do you get that? Principal can also use their own. You can also add templates. You can add as many templates as possible. Just click on, let me go back, manage templates. So you can add your own template that you can use from term to term. So you can add new templates, type it, and you can just copy and paste. So the teacher would put theirs. So this will be blank for the teacher because it's the principal that can put the comment here, their own comment. So the principal also will sign in and put their comment here. So they can also vet what the class teacher has done to see, the class teacher has typed to see if their comments also tally. If it doesn't tally, the principal can call the class teacher and say, hey man, that your comment is not commenting. So once all this is done, you come over to click on enter domain score. So here is where you now type how the student have done. Let me see if I have set up the domain score. So let me come over to academic setup, grading setup, then domain, effective domain. So you see there's nothing here. So let me type punctuality, add traits, communication skill, add traits. Let me just put that because of time. Then your psychomotor domain and writing, you add it. Sports, you add it. arts and crafts you want to add it as well. So let me now go over to my examination, no, my grading, and I go back to my remarks and pick my class again. So teacher remarks is here, then click on this. As you can see, that's now populated it. So you now put the score there from score 1 to 5. From score 1 to 5, John will put. So you now put it there. So for as many domain you have written, maybe affective or psychomotor domain you have written, you just pick the one you want to put and then. So once that is done, then you just save the domain score. But of course, you need to make sure that once you populate this teacher's remark, save it first. Save it first before you go to next. Please save it first before you go to next, so that you will not be doing this work 2 times. So first of all, populate this, fill this, save it, then you move to the next. So after that is now done, then as a school admin, so the next thing for you to do is to now print the report card. So you come over to report, you can come over to the grading settings and you want to click on report card settings. So you want to use the pre-built template. I think there are 10 of them now, or thereabout. HT5. So please, if you don't know how to use graphic, if you are not good with have this, I don't use this, please. So just use this and you indicate what you want to see on the report sheet. If you want the student photo to be visible, you click it. You want to show school logo, you pick it. I want to put branch name, class teacher name, attendance summary. So depend on you. If you want third term cumulative, cumulative of all the 3 terms. But this will only work if you have been using EduTrack for the past 3 times. If you have not used EduTrack for the past 3 times, just leave it this way. Just leave this one. So just leave it. So because it will not give you the correct thing. So you can disable HOD comment if you want. If you are in primary school, head teacher is the head of the school. So you just enable this and disable the principal comment. So show effective. So immediately you disable this and enable this. Instead of using principal comment in that domain and remarks, you will see head teacher comment. So that's just the drill. So if you want the report sheet to show you the student affective domain, just tick whichever one. If you want to show powered by EduTrack, you can put it there. Then this is where it gets interesting. When you'll be resuming for the next time, you pick it the day you have opened. For if you want to display it, you put it there. The next time begins on same thing. Just put it there and you save it. So you can pick any of these beautiful design the way you want it. So let me pick more than, but I don't think I'll be able to generate any report sheet because I've not been able to populate the whole score. So now I want to come over to generate my report sheet. So you come over to grading, then you come over to report cards. So you pick for GSS1, third time, then you click on load student, as you can see. So you pick on the days open, 65 days. The days the student was present, 62. But if you run EduTrack, student attendance, if you run it every day, automatically the number of days the student came will be populated automatically. So you don't need to edit. But we put this option there so that in case your school does not run EduTrack every day, you can manually put this inside. Or if you want it to be bulk for everybody in the school, just put day open and day present, so everybody will have the same record. As you can see, one beautiful thing about this is that no teacher will hold you ransom. If any teacher has not finished with their score or with their remark, there's no how you'll be able to generate any report sheet. So the teacher must be able to complete, as you can see. So if it is completed, you see the tick, you see the green tick mark here that it will be complete. So from there you can now generate. You can generate for all, and so you can now send. Of course, from here also you can send to their individual parents. If they have a correct WhatsApp number and email, you can send it via email. Then you can just click on the send button, so it will work. So for the email too, it will work. So, but they said no phone number was found with that student. So let me try for this. No phone number was found. Let me try for this. So phone number was found here, but I won't send. So you just click on open and send, and it will send the result to the student, to the parent. So that's pretty how much exam is being. And after the whole exam, you want to print on the broadsheet, you can just come over to grading and click on broadsheet. Then you pick the class, the term, then you load the broadsheet. So this is how the broadsheet will look like. Then you can print it out as PDF. You can print it out as PDF. So this is how colorful it will be. to look like. So you can use it for project, you can use it for, what do we call it, why external education, external supervisors and all that. You can use it. If they ask for school brush, you can just easily come over here to print it, and everything will just work very, very fine. So that's pretty much how to run your exam. So thank you so much for your time. If there's any other question, please drop it in the comment section or in our support group. We'll take it up from there. If there's any bug, any error, please let us know on time before it's too late. Then make sure that you try and test the exam. I didn't do the exam tutorial here because we already have a previous video that attended to that easily, so I didn't bother to do that. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye for now.